Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Denisya Maharani with student number 21130420011, and in this video I would like to explain about interpretation tips for tour guiding. And without any further ado, let's start the video. Okay, the first I'll explain about the definition of interpretation. So Dr. Zamham from University of Idaho defines interpretation as a process aim of provoking the audiences to do their own thinking and thereby develop their own understanding about a certain topic by presenting information that's strong and relevant being. And actually, the term of interpretation is quite important in tour guide because it makes a difference on purpose. And the field of interpretation is probably better known for the tour guide that work in natural or environmental field, for example, like the National Park Guard or the tour guide that work in the zoo or aquarium. Okay, the next I'll explain about the TOR methods or TOR methods. So TOR model is essentially developed by Dr. Samham from University of Idaho. And TOR methods is an acronym and guide to effective interpretation. And there are four important thing or important aspect or four qualities in interpretation. The first is information should be thematic. Number two is organized. The third is relevant, and the last is enjoyable. Okay, I'll explain about the first point that is thematic. So thematic means that the information that we share or present to other people should have a theme. A theme makes our job easier because it gives us guidelines or help us to decide what should be included, excluded, and also what should be emphasized. And always remember that a theme should be simple because it is usually presented in just a single sentence or can answer the question, why are we learning about this particular topic today? And what is the difference between topic and theme? So topic is general subject matters, but theme is a very specific idea or mind topics that we want to communicate with our group. For example, let's say our topic is ants. The theme could be asked to teach present-day minors a thing or two about underground architecture or answer trying to solve architectural problem in ways that we are still trying to understand. Okay, the second point is interpretation is organized. So an interpretation is organized when it's presented in a way that is easy to follow and the doesn't require a lot of effort to understand it. And the information is not that complicated and also difficult to understand. And Dr. Ham references over a dozen studies that most of people can handle four different pieces of information at the same time. If our theme is and could teach present-day miners a thing or two about underground architecture, our four main talking points could be the first, size and scaling, two, design, three, efficiency, and the last is master communicators. The third is interpretation is relevant. So the information that is relevant to our audiences is meaningful and personal. Meaningful means that the audience has connections to the information and also some context from previous experience. And also personal means that we can find a way to make the audience care about our team, and we can use the universal concept to make the audience care about our team and also make a deeper connections to our material. So we can use example, analogies, contrast, similes, or metaphor to help make this connection. For example, to explain the strength of an ant to a group, we could ask them to imagine their father picking up an SUV and walking down the street. Almost every story, movie, or television series revolves around one or more of these universal concepts. For example, beyond impressing people with all of our amazing interests, talk about how important they are to us as human beings. Without ants who disperse seeds to pollinate plants and aerate soil, we humans would lose all sorts of our garden farms and flower beds. Okay, and the last is interpretation is enjoyable. So a successful communication is enjoyable when it's mentally pleasing and satisfying. This can mean entertaining and engaging, but also it covers things are not necessarily fun and light-hearted.